this is a very important part of our course. By utilizing data visualization tools like Tableau, we can perform AML CFT risk assessment very easily, and also it helps in applying control measures to mitigate that risk. Let me clarify this concept. So this is our overview chart. Here you can see total number of STR that has been filed by organization, and from this KPI STR by risk rating, you can see in low risk account we have filed high number of STRs, which is quite unusual. Okay, more than moderate and high risk rating accounts. And if you look at the STRs by account type, for saving accounts we have filed more STRs. And this chart, when you look at this geographical chart or this map, you can see for major cities in Nepal like Kathmandu and Pokhara, right? So we have filed a lot of STRs, which is normal, right? Because in major cities there are high number of accounts opened, and also there are a lot of STRs. And another interesting fact, if you have noticed here, there are more number of STRs around border areas. So Nepal is bordered by India in east, south and west. So we can see lot of STRs have been filed in border areas, meaning that, so in context of Nepal we have porous border with India, so lot of illegal activities happens around the border areas. That is one insight we can derive from this chart. And if you see here in this chart, we can see in low account, okay, in low risk rating account we have high volume of transaction, that is average debit and credit balance. Again, this matches with this key performance indicators. If you want to create stunning Tableau charts like the ones I have shown you, dive into my exclusive course learnwithshorik.com, where you will learn everything from the ground up, starting with installing Tableau, unlocking its powerful features, and mastering chart creation. This isn't just a course, it's your gateway to building valuable, in demand skills that can elevate your data visualization game. Don't miss out. Explore the course now and start transforming your data into impactful insights. Also, I am excited to announce an exclusive 50% early bird discount on this course, but it is just available for 7 days only. After that, this special offer will be never be available again. So if you are interested in this course, this is your chance to get it at half the price. Don't wait, grab the deal now before it's gone. Now let's move on to our another dashboard. So here we are drilling down the information from our previous chart, and by using story mode in Tableau, this can be achieved very easily. So in our previous chart we discussed that in major cities like Kathmandu, we have this organization has filed lot of STRs. So here you can see these are the branches in that Kathmandu region which has filed those high number of STR. And this in this chart, in the chart that is on the right hand side, we can see in which account this branches has filed high number of STRs. Okay, we can see the breakdown very easily from this dashboard. Now moving to our another dashboard, we already know that for low risk rating account we have filed high number of STR, but here In this tree map, we can see for which source of income we have filed high number of STRs. So in low risk account, we have filed high number of STR for the accounts with the source of income as a self-employed, salaried, and so on. For moderate risk rating, we have filed high number of STRs for student and housewife. And for high risk, we have filed more STR for this MSB, which stand for money service business. In Nepal, we call them as a remittance companies. Okay, so from this dashboard, we can see the breakdown. Okay, so in this way, we are drilling down the data to get better insights. So by now, we have identified that the accounts with the source of income as self-employed and salaried might pose some serious issues to the organization. Now let's break this down further. In this chart, we can see that for self-employed and salaried, we have a huge volume of transaction, that is average credit amount and debit amount. And when you look at the overall trend, you can see that in retail accounts, we are filing more STRs than corporate accounts. Okay, so VAT register, PAN register, these are your corporate accounts. You can see from this chart that we are filing high number of STRs in retail account than corporate accounts. Okay, so that is a one major insight that we can derive from this chart. Now let's move on to our next chart. Okay, so this is a bubble diagram. From previous chart, we are able to identify that accounts with the source of income as self-employed and salaried pose high money laundering risk to the organization. So if we look at the self-employed here, okay, you can select here. So we'll first we'll select this risk rating, okay, and if we click on the self-employed, or let's say all, okay, now you can see all different source of income here. So now let's select self-employed, and for risk rating, let's select low. From this bubble chart, we can see that for those account for which we have filed high number of STRs, their duration of account opening is less than 1 year. The bubble size represents the number of STRs that has been filed. So for this huge bubble size, we can see that account open duration is less than 1 year. So we can see the same trend over here. Okay, now if we look at the salaried, this bubble size is quite big, right? And in here also we can see the duration of account opened in years is duration of account open is less than 1 year, right? Till now we have identified accounts with the source of income as a self-employed and salaried as high risky accounts. So can we tell that these accounts are mule accounts? Now let's look at another chart and try to identify it. The main reason for this is that there is a high volume of transaction in this account in a short duration of time, and which is the main feature of mule account, because in mule account what happens is that there is a high inflow and outflow of the funds. So this is a risk based approach, right? By creating such kind of data visualization, we are able to identify those accounts which carries more money laundering and terrorism financing risk to our organization. So now what should be our control measures? One control measure can be, we can create a scenarios, that is transaction monitoring scenario, that will generate alert for any new account with source of income as self-employed and salaried if the frequency of the transaction in that accounts is above certain threshold. And another control measure is that we can apply enhanced customer due diligence measure while opening this kind of accounts. So we can create a checklist and give that checklist to customer desk staff who, and in that checklist will include lot of questions regarding source of income, purpose of the opening of account, types of transaction that is going to be performed in that account, that will be asked to, okay, such individual with the source of income as self-employed or salaried. So by asking this kind of question, if that person is a money mule, then he or she will get nervous and may decline to open the account. So in that case, we can train our staff to file STR of that individual. So these are the few observation. So I hope you have found other observation. Okay, so you can rewind this video and watch it again and try to identify what another anomalies that you can find in this visualization. So if you have noticed such kind of discrepancies, please let me in the comment section. So in this way, we have come to our end of the lecture. I congratulate you on completing this course. I hope that you have learned valuable lesson from this course which you will be applying in your day-to-day job. Thank you again for purchasing this course.